The food bank started out of the back of my station wagon in 1975. It was not my intention at that point to give the rest or 30 more years of my life to a cause, but it happened sort of day at a time, and I wouldn't give back any of the days, even some of the ones that I cried on. I was just trying to find people who might be hungry in my neighborhood. I gave my phone number out to the local welfare department, local hospital, houses of worship, and just said, if you know of someone without food, tell them to call me.
Kathleen DeChiara incorporated as the Community Food Bank of New Jersey in 1982, a move that formalized operations and opened the door for tremendous expansion. Feeding America, which at that time was called America's Second Harvest, provided a lot of the advice and moral support that made this transition possible. Feeding America is made up of more than 200 food banks that serve all 50 states. Our membership in this national network makes us part of an organization that is working hard every day to solve America's hunger crisis.
We pack the food, like if we're going to give out on Saturday, we pack the food on Thursday in the bags, have them ready, and on Saturday they come, and we don't deny everybody, whoever comes gives them, can't deny nobody.
We run a boarding home for homeless men, most of them with psychiatric history. And we really appreciate what they do here. It helps us meet the needs of our clients because we're not for profit. And quite frankly, without the food bank, we wouldn't be able to stay in business and help the people that we help.
You know, you can just see like a pain look in their face because they're really struggling. And then when you're able to give them some food and so they can distribute to their agencies and distribute to their community, you could just almost see you can almost see their heart smile a little bit.
We have referral agencies throughout Patterson, and they go to these agencies and get a referral and bring it back here. Then we serve them food according to their family size.
Things have gotten tough. You can't even really buy a lot of food shopping at the stores anymore. So you come here and they help a lot, especially when you got 4 babies.
We closed down one day in, I think it was September. So we ran out of food. We had to cut the food down in order to serve the rest of the people because we got at least a 30% increase this year. Mm-hmm. And the food went fast and the donations were down, but the people were up.
We could not possibly accomplish our mission here at the food bank without the help of our volunteers. This year we had nearly 24,000 volunteers walk through our door and donate almost 60,000 hours of service. Today we have a high school group, but each day of the week we have individuals come through from corporations, religious organizations, schools, or clubs. A variety of people who all want to help us to accomplish our mission of feeding the hungry.
This is the Tools for Schools. This is a resource center where the teachers get to shop twice a year. They have 30 minutes to shop and they get 1,000 points to spend. It's about a cart full.
Many of us, especially in my school district, teach in schools where students come from low income and they don't have supplies. So it's wonderful when I can come here and get a notebook, pads, pens, and pencils and supply these children with the things that they need. This is the kids' closet. We receive in brand new clothing, and then we receive in names of children from the charities that we work with. And we select 5 brand new outfits for each one of the children. I had a note from a grandmother in Jersey City who told me that she was raising her 4 children and that she was okay with food. She said she could stretch a pot of stew forever. but new clothes were never part of their budget. And then she wrote, and when the children left for school today, they walked differently. This is one of the jewels of the food bank. We make meals for our kids' cafes. We're feeding over 1,000 children every single week at community organizations that we partner with. And that is all prepared in this kitchen with our job trainees.
It's definitely a good stepping stone for anyone that wants to start over, whether it be a change of career or just coming home.
But getting it right is what's important, and coming to a place like this helps me to, focus on getting it right.
I went for my first interview Saturday at Legal Seafood at Short Hills Mall, and the hours he's offered me is from 4 to 10, which I can use because currently I'm living in a shelter. Things have been up, down, I'm back, but it's going to go back up again. So that would give me time to look for an apartment if I get this job.
It is a tremendous program that these people go through, and without you supporting them, I don't think they could have done it. So we congratulate you as well. So without further ado, please help me welcome our graduating class.
We're looking at a class that are overcomers. We've overcome obstacles in front of the family. We've overcome situations of homelessness. We've overcome all sorts of social and disgruntled situations, but we are surviving.
Ladies and gentlemen, graduates of 2008.
Right now is one of the hardest times since I first began. I thought the time when we bought our second building and the roof fell in 3 weeks after we closed on the building, I thought that perhaps was one of the most challenging, but that really pales compared to what's happening now. Because as much as we have right here, the need is spiraling at a rate of 30% or more increase at so many of the emergency pantries. And we've grown every year since 1982, but we've never grown at 30% in 1 year. So how we're going to meet that need, I don't know, except I have a life experience that tells me there's a tremendous amount of goodness out there. And I believe if we can get the message out that people really do want to help. When I first started, my focus was all on people who physically hungered. But very shortly, I was aware of another hunger. Almost, I think, we'd call this spiritual hunger. And that's a hunger on the part of good people to help. It's just oftentimes they don't know how or where to do that. And so right from the start in our mission, it has been to involve as many people as possible from all sectors of society to help. I do believe that people will help.
I just thought that my days in terms of like academic studies was just kind of like all over. But I mean, I did it. I made it.